Okay, yeah. I got floaters in my eyeball, coasters by the shot glass, smoking let my mind fall. Plenty roaches, no ass, stepping on the critters, jitters going through my spine. Should be used to a state of a poor man's mind. It's just PB.
So it's now 11 AM on a Monday morning, and typically for a Monday, I work from home, specifically my bedroom, and I work in the job as part of my degree apprenticeship. Now, what I'm currently working in is digital merchandising, and today specifically is Cyber Monday, meaning that it's the last day of Black Friday, so I've just gone ahead and put this countdown clock live for the end of the Black Friday offers. And I've just had to send out a competitor analysis email of all the other travel companies to have a look to see what they've set live for today. But typically I'll sit here and work from this desk up until about 1 to 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then when that hits, I then have my study time, which is where I get allocated time as part of my degree apprenticeship, and I actually get 6 hours a week. Based off my current job, I split that up on a Monday and Friday afternoon. So this afternoon, I'm going to work on my next assignment, which is currently due this Sunday at midnight. And unfortunately, I'm yet to start it, so I definitely need to crack on with that this afternoon. Later on tonight, as well as a reason to get out the house, it's also a way I'm keeping up with my cardio, is that I've got a five-a-side football match tonight. But as you'll see later on in this video, I need to fit in the gym as well today, because as for the rest of this week, I'm going to be travelling around a fair bit. But yeah, for a very typical Monday, this is my reality. Luckily for me, I don't really tend to go in the office on a Monday, which I'm fairly glad about because it's over 100 miles away from me. Alright, so it's now 2:30 and work has gone on a little bit longer just because we've been pretty busy with different campaigns going on. As you see, the time that I've actually blocked out on my calendar for my study leave, which is now the time, but I've still got a bit of work to do. Having said that, I'm absolutely starving, so it's time to have the first meal of the day. And I know it's 2:30 in the afternoon, and I said I've not eaten anything. That's because I usually do this and just survive off coffee in the morning and basically fast for half the day, because I've noticed that's been working for me, not only helping me stay lean, but I always feel if I have a massive breakfast, I get really lethargic. So coffee in the morning is enough for me. But usually for lunch, I'd have tuna and rice, or at least just have some sort of meat. But instead today, I'm having some leftover shepherd's pie. But it's all well and good fasting in the morning, but it's no good if you don't eat properly for the other 2 meals of the day. So I usually have a big lunch, and I say big lunch, just a big enough lunch that includes some sort of meat, and then same again for dinner. Otherwise, I'll probably just start shrinking. We do get given an hour for lunch every day, but to be honest, I don't really need the full hour, and I have got a bit of work to do, like I said. So I'm going to try quickly eat this whilst doing a bit more work, so I can actually have enough time to start my assignment, and then about 5:30, 6 o'clock, get at least an hour or so in the gym before playing football later on. I would prefer to go to the gym after football and a bit later. One, obviously, because no one's in there at that point. However, I've got to be up earlier tomorrow morning and log in by at least 8 o'clock because I've got to set some merch live early on our website. So yeah, I need to be up at least by 7, if not 7:30 at the latest. And usually when I'm in the gym till midnight, I'm trying to work on prioritising my sleep, because of recent, I've definitely only been getting about 6 hours a night on average, which is not the best for recovery. As I've just finished today and I'm about to start my assignment, I thought I'd just quickly double check to see how the recent YouTube vid is doing. Being as it is currently Monday, I posted one last night, and unfortunately is not looking good. I've currently got a thumbnail test ongoing for this. It's too early to tell to see the difference in the click-through rate. But I believe this video is not doing well, just purely based off the topic. I knew this would be something that isn't necessarily searched on YouTube. I wanted to make a video on it regardless. I might play around with some of these tags to see if maybe we might be able to rank on search for some of these, but yeah, unfortunately, this one's flopping at the moment, but I might play around with the title and thumbnail a little bit later on today, because yeah, we can't be having that. As it stands, compared to the other 10, this is where it's looking. So it's not like drastic. Actually, no, yeah, it is quite bad. It's a little bit of a difference. So yeah, I definitely need to sort this one out ASAP. Okay, so ever so quickly, I've just completely changed the video. So obviously the actual video is the same, but the thumbnail and the title are now completely different. So because the video was about a festival, I've now tried to theme it around Burning Man, which was the theme of it as well. And I have the plugin vidIQ. I just used the free version. It's currently giving it a better ranking up here, so I believe this might perform a bit better. I've also obviously played around with all the tags, so this can help it rank on search a bit better. Okay, now it's loading in. So basically all these numbers in the dark blue are basically where it ranks for that search term. So for example, if you were to currently search my name into YouTube, this video should be number 1. Whereas if you were to search up Burning Man 2024, it would be ranked 85th on search. So Obviously, the lower the number, the better. Like we've got here, this top 4. I went to the UK's first Burning Man, which is the title of the video. So hopefully, well, I'm not really sure if people might search for that or not, but yeah, Burning Man Fest, UK Burning Man 31. So I don't know, it might come up on search for a couple people, but that's definitely better than what it was previously. So yeah, hopefully that might do a bit better. As it currently stands, it's a 10 out of 10 with only 75 views. I mean, the click-through rate, though, was actually on par with everything else. So I believe it's the issue that the reach is quite low on this. I mean, it's only been up a day, so there's not much to go off. Yeah, so the reach is really low on this. My impressions are usually a lot bigger than that. So hopefully this might go out to a couple more people then. But I've definitely had videos in the past where this has not done well, and then over time has got better, especially with the content that I make, because I tend to make videos that are known as evergreen videos that are relevant no matter the time period. So, for example, this one here has got a direct line going upwards, as you can see, gaining me views completely passively over time. It started out, though, in the first 24 hours, it did awful. So, like 187 views, and it was ranked either 9 or 10 out of 10. So, whereas the ranking to date, I believe this is about a 3 out of 10. So, that's basically what I'm hoping, fingers crossed, with this video coming up. I'll make sure to keep an eye on this video throughout the week. I'm not going to be uploading any more YouTube videos, not until at least, not this weekend, but the following weekend, just because I've got to focus on my assignment for this upcoming weekend. But then the following weekend, I can definitely make a start of it, because I haven't then got an assignment until the weekend after that. Yeah, very busy, but I love it. Right, it's now just gone 5:30, and I've just made a small start on my next assignment. I think I'm going to call it a day and log off for now and go head to the gym before football. Okay, it's now 8:15 and I'm about to play football in 15 minutes, and I've just spent the past hour in the gym. I couldn't quite feel much in there, and hence why I never go around this time, is because of how busy it was. Luckily, I managed to get a bench and stuff. At the moment, I've really only been going to the gym twice a week, just because I'm not really prioritising the gym at the moment. I'm not training for anything, and I'm sort of just aiming to maintain my physique. So how I usually do it, I go twice a week and do a full body both times. But unfortunately, tonight, 1 hour wasn't enough to quite do a full body, so unfortunately, I didn't do legs. Boo-hoo. And another thing, I also do cardio, but tonight's cardio is football anyway. Welcome to the vlog, boys.
What is this?
YouTube, bruv.
Oh my god.
The whole week.
Yeah?
Monday night, usual football, getting the cardio in. Ready, I'm always on it.
You're a YouTuber. This is standard.
Yeah, it is, bruv.
Bro thinks he
This
has
is
like
us.
20k subs or something.
This is us before. Well, he's not even playing. He's not even playing because he's busted his wrist somehow. This is us beforehand, expecting us to be all red in the face after. Well, actually, we won't. But yeah, these men are off Tenerife tomorrow morning. You might see them on later on in this. Unfortunately, it was an L tonight, but go again next week. Nice, just a bit of cardio, just getting in on the week and get out of the house for once, do it. Oh, look at that, we got 0.5. Yeah.
We're doing alright. It was, what was the score at half time? 8-all?
Yeah, we went up by 2.
Well, the amount of times I put it wide to the right tonight was ridiculous.
Oh, this shot looks sick.
It's now 10:20 at night, and I've got my second meal for the day. This time we're having some pasta and mince or something like that. I've forgotten the name of it, pasta bake, something like that. But tomorrow I also need to sort out a hotel, because I'm going to this event in London. This is Creative Collective end of the year edition with YouTube. So definitely looking forward to this. It's a bit of a networking opportunity. So I've got that at 5:30 tomorrow, which is when I usually finish work, but I'm starting earlier in the morning. I've got another campaign going live at work, so I've got to log in early, sort that out, work from home, and I'm travelling at 10 in the morning. Oh, look at this. That'll do. But obviously, leaving it very last minute, because I've not got a hotel, and obviously I've not packed. So, yeah, just going to be spending the one night probably in London or Luton, either or, because I've got to be in the office on Wednesday morning, and my office is based just near the Luton airport. So, basically need to sort my shit out and prepare for the next couple of days. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this and potentially watch maybe one episode of Suits. Also, as an update on the previous YouTube video, it's still not doing that great. So what I'm going to try to do, I say trick, I do it with all my videos, is that if I go over to the timeline, I then will clip this up and make loads of shorts out of it, because my shorts have been doing fairly well of recent. So my most recent was on 5K, 3.7, 2.8, 3.7. So they're getting fairly consistent views. And then even some of these, I mean, these are literally clips from a video. So what I've done is just taken from the timeline and just cut it up and make it portrait. So for example, this is a really easy short to make, and all I've done is just take a section of a video and just put some captions over it and made it portrait, and that is it. And all I've done was like minimal effort, just putting captions over it. It's got an extra 2.8k views, and obviously it's linking that video, so it's just basically free views in my opinion. So I'm going to do that again with the recent video and see if we can get any more people. So I'm going to allocate some time to sort that out this week, but it shouldn't take too long. But again, with shorts, I can obviously post that on Instagram and TikTok as well. So just an easy way to advertise the YouTube channel. Well, it is now the start of Tuesday morning. It's now around 8 o'clock and I've just logged in because I've just got to sort out this campaign that's going live, which I was doing a little bit last night. I probably shouldn't have, but yeah, it set me up for this morning at least. I haven't got to do as much, as you can see by my calendar. So today, I've just got to sort a couple bits for this campaign. Black Friday ended yesterday, so I've just got to make sure everything's removed from that. And then I haven't got to go to this meeting, luckily, because at 10 o'clock I'm going to leave to get a train. So I've got to make sure I'm going to do that before I leave and get this sorted. And I've got to do a call later on at about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm going to have to do that from London. I get into Liverpool Street at about midday. So hopefully I've got to find a cafe somewhere that's quite quiet that I can actually present in. And then as for the rest of the day, I might be able to take some time back because I've logged in earlier. And then be ready for later on this evening for the YouTube event. But for now, I think it's quite early, so you know what time it is. Right, it's now 9:30, and I've pretty much done everything that I need to this morning before going out to get the train. There's still a couple of things I need to do whilst on it prepping for a meeting later, but the bulk of my work is at least over, which means I can grab some breakfast. I know I said I don't usually eat breakfast, but I can't say no to them. Need a couple more minutes. I know I said I don't normally have breakfast and I usually fast in the mornings, but we've got a bit of a long day and I can't lie, I'm not going to be turning this down. Look at what we've got here. Thanks for the lift.
That's alright, I just thought it was absolutely starting to pour rain. I thought, well, I'm insured to drive this car.
Yeah. Right, I'm now in London. I now need to locate a coffee shop so I can present in a meeting in literally under half an hour or so. Never get tired of these views though. It's now about 4 o'clock. I'm gonna hit the nice London rush hour.
What channel that you do?
You who are here today. My name is Moto. I am and again, we're all having fun. Today is absolutely amazing. So we want to encourage you to please share the
I tell you what, should we say everyone sub to that? Yeah? And what's your channel as well? Mate, say everyone sub to them. We might as well yours up as well, I'll get in.
You don't got to. It'll be here.
Alright, I'll link it. That was a sick evening. Literally just spent the past 4 or 5 hours, literally networking with loads of YouTubers. I don't think nights get much better than that. It was good to meet loads of people from loads of different backgrounds, all different channels, different niches. But it's currently 20 to midnight. I've got my train now coming up. I'm at St Pancras International, going back to Ends, which is none other than Luton for the night. There's literally no one about, because who comes here on a Tuesday evening at midnight? Including me.
Welcome aboard this East Midlands Railway service to Kettering.
It's now half midnight and we've just entered Luton. Brings back memories living here. I lived here for 1 year. 1 year was enough. We're now going to check into a hotel that I booked yesterday. And this is home for the night. Time to find my room. Room 18 is literally on the very end, next to a linen room and whatever this private room is. So this is what £50 a night gets you the night before in Luton Town Centre in a city hotel. So I think this is only a 2-star. Door's pretty big. Oh my. Well, I've got a TV, but I don't know what time of day it is. I purposely didn't want to spend the £5 to get a window. Well, this isn't too bad. Have I got any shampoo? Oh, giving us some Dove shampoo. Well, that's not too bad at all. I'll happily take that. That shower head's in better days. This whole corner they've just added on as a bit of plastic. That'll do though. Somewhere just to crash for the night. I don't have a towel though. Oh, I do. Oh, perfect. All right. Well, it is now 1:45 in the morning, and I need to be in the office by at least 9 o'clock. But fortunately for me, I can just grab an Uber in the morning and get there in probably about 15 minutes, whereas usually it'd take me, I'd have to leave 3 hours before getting to the office. So I usually get up about 5:30 in the morning. I can lay in until about 8 a.m, if you class that as a lay-in. Anyway, today has been a very long day. I've also been working, travelling during the day, working in a Starbucks. A little bit stressful because I was trying to present in the call earlier and my Wi-Fi kept cutting out, which is exactly what you need. But as for that, the YouTube event was absolutely sick. Like, that was just so, I don't know how to say surreal, because there's been a lot of moments where it has been definitely surreal, like misfits and stuff, but it was nice to at least network with very like-minded people, and I'm very appreciative. So thank you ever so much, YouTube, for having me. Hopefully there will be one next year as well. But for the time being, I need to shut up and get some sleep, because I'm limited for sleep as it is. And then we'll go again tomorrow, working from the office. Then on to a department Christmas dinner in St Albans. And then I'll probably stay on for some drinks later on. And then I've got a long journey back home, through London, back home to lovely Norwich. Do it all over again Thursday. And I've got to come back to Luton on Friday and then stay overnight again, because I'm out back in London on Saturday. So yeah, stay tuned for another day of a degree apprentice and part-time YouTuber. To be honest, this will do. It's bigger than my bed back home. Morning, time for another day. 8 o'clock in the morning, got an hour until I've got to get to the office. Definitely doable. All right, I need a coffee. Sure. Time to leave the prison. Morning. Brilliant, thank you. You too, cheers. Some companies gone down to 4 days a week, but then they work longer hours in the day.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of people, I think since 2020, loads of people, I saw companies shifted to then just working from home, or at least remotely.
Yeah. I'll turn around, man.
Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah, brilliant.
Thanks, Ben. Nice chat, buddy.
Yeah, likewise. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.
Well, we're going to have a bit of a go over the strategy and what we're actually developing. So get down into the nitty gritty of what are the top things, each of the areas of sales and marketing.
Alright, another day, more free food. Just got a full-on buffet, another free Guinness here at the, well, right to the job in St Albans at Peahen, I think was the place. Yeah, Not a bad little buffet. I'm probably gonna go seconds again.
And privileges.
Well, it's now 9:30 on Wednesday, and I finally made it back to Norwich. But I've got one more train to get, so I can get to my village. I've got to wait 10 minutes, so it won't be too much longer than I can get back. I need to probably eat again. The buffet that I had earlier was part of lunch that I had with my work, and it wasn't so bad. Again, I had back-to-back days of having a free bar. First one from YouTube, and this one from my job. And because obviously I wasn't driving back, I definitely had my fair share of drink this evening. Yeah, we're certainly getting through the week. I'm now going to go back, have some more food because I'm starving. I am conscious I haven't done any editing in the past 2 nights, which is a rarity. I usually try to edit at least something, even if it's shorts, every single night. So I need to get on that and get back to my laptop and yeah, get back home. I tell you what, it might look quite eerie having to walk down this path late at night, but to be honest, I quite like it. I feel like it's quite relaxing. There's absolutely no one around, which seems to be the common theme at the moment of everywhere that I go. Something about walking, just being by yourself, listening to music. I don't know, it might just be me, but I quite enjoy it. I think it's quite therapeutic. So usually at the moment we're going to London, I get the train to and from it, and I usually just have to walk this last little bit from my village station. But unlike some other places in the UK, I feel quite safe in my town, so don't think a load of old people are going to stab me. Hello.
Jesus, you've made me jump. Bang, bang, bang. But there's a key in the lock, darling, for you.
Sorry.
I thought you had home to me. I think you're in the house the door.
Yeah, it's alright.
You made my heart ache. I thought I'm on my own here.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I really did panic. I thought, who's that?
Well,
You
why'd
said
you
you'd be
open
back
the
at
door
midnight.
then?
Well, I just thought, I'll just see who it is. I've got a camera.
Oh.
And it's bang, bang, bang. I'm thinking.
Oh, I didn't mean to jump
She
you.
said,
Where's
"I'll be back at
Alexandra?
midnight." She's not coming back now till tomorrow because
Oh, right.
when her friend went to pick her up.
Yeah.
Oh God, you made me jump.
Oh, my bad.
Congratulations. That's because of the
Sorry.
pregnancy thing. Please.
Yeah. My bad. Time to buy some food.
Requested. Ben wants to get in the live. Oh, here we go. Look out. What are you saying, Ben? Here we are.
What do you call it?
Snapchat is for P if you're a creator. Was that discussed at the YouTube event? Did anyone speak about Snapchat?
As you've probably worked out already, I absolutely love my coffee. And what's better way to have a new coffee every single morning than to have it in an advent calendar? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Friends, but I do like coffee. And there's a couple of days I haven't opened because I haven't been here. So I guess more coffee for me. Right, quickly put this in and then get to it. Meeting in 5 minutes. Another day in the actual office. That smells good. Morning. Just very quickly before it's called, did you see the messages? Okay, it's now 1 o'clock and the morning has absolutely flown by. So I've got the next hour to have some lunch, and this is today's first meal, which is literally tuna and rice. Then I chuck in a load of other sauces. And here I've got my second coffee for the day, this time being a cappuccino. Fortunately for me, I've got no more meetings for the rest of the day, but I've still got a fair amount of work to get on with, just because the time I'm recording this being the 5th of December, we're coming up to our biggest marketing campaign for the year. So yeah, there's plenty more work to do on that. So pretty much for this afternoon, I'm just going to crack on with some work. Then later on, I'm going to make a start on a new YouTube short. So I want to try push out my most recent video a bit more. So I need to make a start on clipping that up. Right, it's been a couple of hours and obviously I've finished work and I've eaten. I'm now just sitting here and I've found a section from, this is the timeline of the most recent YouTube video that I've uploaded. And this section just here, I'm literally just going to copy and paste all this. I'm going to paste this into this new timeline and work on this to be a new YouTube short. Because unless you're unaware of this, you'll understand that YouTube shorts are being heavily pushed right now on YouTube. Like all of my recent ones, 5K, 3K, 2K, 3K, and they're not even the best ones. Like, yeah, so these two, for example, in August, over 200K views, this one nearly on 200K views, and they're literally just clips from a YouTube video. So shorts are 100% worth it, but more so in my opinion, just for clipping up videos, because obviously you can advertise a video with one link in the YouTube shorts. So It's exactly what I'm going to do now. This is an update on the YouTube video. So it's gone up from a 10 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10. So still not great. It is just below the typical view count. I didn't plan on this doing that well. It was more of just one for me just to look back on as one of those ones that I just wanted to make. But having said that, it's quite similar to this one, which again, this one's doing quite well. So who knows? It could completely turn around. It has only been out for 4 days. So we'll just have to wait and see. This guy approves. Bro never disappoints with his videos. Shout out to this guy right here. Another reason why it's also been a couple hours is because I've been focusing on getting an Instagram post out. And you might think, well, one Instagram post surely doesn't take that long. But I see Instagram as kind of like a digital CV. Like my YouTube channel is my main CV, I'd say. Then Instagram is the short form version of that. Instagram for me isn't my second biggest following, I believe TikTok is, but Instagram is definitely the second most engaged audience that I have. Anything I post on there, I want it to be of good quality. And obviously because whatever I post on there is another way to advertise my YouTube channel. So no matter what I post on any of the platforms, I spend a good amount of time making it as best quality as possible. Because you want your personal brand to be of the same quality throughout all of your platforms. You don't just want one platform to have really bad content. So yeah, so that's what I've done up to this point. But yeah, now I definitely need to crack on with some editing. Okay, it's just gone 10 o'clock and I'm very surprised that I've already managed to finish making this short. And what I've actually done for this, I've actually merged 2 parts of the video together. So this was actually quite near the beginning of the long form video and this was near sort of like the mid to the end of the video. But all I've done, simply make all of this into portraits and then just put captions over certain parts, and I've just had to resize certain parts, and it hasn't really taken that long, to be honest. And I've just sort of had to play around with not only the different captions for different people speaking, but I've just literally had to keyframe certain clips. So for example, if I click on this one, right click it and go show video animation, you can see here all these little pins are certain keyframes within the video. And what I'm on is this red arrow that you can see that's moving around the clip. So very, very simple. From what's literally taken me 1 to 2 hours maximum of my time, I'll go ahead and export this in 4K and hopefully this will bring in an extra couple views to my long form video. Because the logic is I've already done the hard work in making the long form video, so clipping it up shouldn't take that long. And it's quite easy. And if you can make extra content for it, then by all means do it. Example I talked about earlier, this video here, for example, where I tried Muay Thai in Thailand, that's currently on 743k views. And part of it is down to some of the shorts that have helped it out. I mean, it was doing all right anyway, but I managed to make 10 shorts just from that video. As long as you can make it as if the short is a complete new video from the actual original video. So for example, with all these different titles, I've got, don't make this mistake when trying Muay Thai in Thailand, sparring Muay Thai in Thailand as a beginner, the huge difference in Muay Thai and boxing. It's all from the same long form video, but they're just different parts of the video. I've made sure to clip it at certain sections so I know it would make a whole new video if they were separate, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's what I try to do with all my videos. It doesn't take that long. I can now obviously post that as a short, but also Instagram and TikTok, and I'll just get free exposure that way. But anyway, as I said, it is now 10:15, and I need to get up early yet again for work. So I'll probably try get another short out. Either or I might just do some sort of editing tonight, maybe start on the next YouTube video. While I've still got a couple hours left in me, I'll probably go to sleep at around midnight. And I'll still get all the sleep in there. And then we'll go again for Friday, which is the last day of the week where I obviously work. I only work in the mornings, and then for the rest of the afternoon, I have my study leave time, which is the time I have, like I have on a Monday, to do my assignments. However, this week, even though I need to do my assignments, I'm actually helping out at a family Christmas party that my company are hosting. So I'm going to have to drive back to Luton for that one. So yeah, it's probably going to be another long day. And then the following day, I'm out in London. So I need to, at some point, do this assignment. I should probably be doing it right now. But to be honest, what do I prioritise? Uni or YouTube? I think the real question is, rather than prioritisation, it's if I can manage both. And the answer is, to an extent, at the moment, yes. However, well, we'll see. If I really wanted to grow quicker, I don't really have to explain what I have to do in that instance. But this is the predicament I have all the time, week in, week out. Unfortunate as it is, obviously for this weekend, I'd like to crack on with my next long form video. But I should probably do my assignment and get it in, knowing that it's due at Sunday at midnight. Oh well. Good morning. It is now Friday morning, the last day of the working week. But as for me, it's never the last day of the working week because I've got a busy weekend ahead of us, a busy day today. Oh, I've got a 2.5 hour drive later, so it's gonna be fun. And then I booked a hotel late last night for tonight, so I'm going back to Luton, staying in a different hotel because it turned out cheaper than coming back home and then just having that money to spend on fuel and then buying a return train ticket for London on the Saturday. So yeah, another stay overnight, and I haven't packed yet, so I need to sort that out. But I've got a meeting in half an hour, so I need to get my ready and get up because yeah, clearly I'm not ready for a meeting. I'm quite behind on a couple days here because it's now the 6th. Oh well, I'll soon get through this because it's coffee. And whatever this brown one is, or gold, whatever you want to say that colour is, we have got pumpkin spice flavoured coffee. Fall in love with seasonal charm of pumpkin spice. Fall in love? None of that. I'm in the winter arc, mate. Oh, look at this. Pumpkin spice. Let's have a try of this. Oh yeah, that is nice. I'll tell you what, this is very Christmassy, but it's also strong, just how I like it. Cheers. So usually on a Friday morning, I work until about 1 o'clock, and then for the rest of the day, I have my study leave, which as you can see by my calendar, I just have one catch up in the morning, and then we have what we call happy hour, which is like our whole team basically just spend an hour together and just play a game and just catch up on like weekend plans, because we don't always spend time together as a team. So just something we put on a Friday, and then for the afternoon you see I've got it blocked out, but that's what I'm helping this week out with, a Christmas party. So I've got to then, after this, I'm going to drive down to Luton, which is roughly about 2 hours from here. I think midday it should be not so bad. Then I'm going to stay over in a hotel tonight. So it's going to be quite a long day again. But later on, I definitely need to sort out this assignment, which is due this Sunday, the 8th. And as you can see, it's the 6th. And I've done barely anything. So I need to definitely try do a bit of that tonight, and then all day Sunday because I'm out on Saturday, as you will see later on in this video. Okay, so it's now about 12:30 and I'm just on my lunch break and I've done my meetings for the day, but I'm conscious that I want to get my YouTube short out. So I've just literally scheduled it to go live at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and I've just done all these sort of video details here, and I've done it at 3 o'clock because you can see my audience are most active from 3 p.m. on a Friday. I don't usually post on a Friday, I usually post on a weekend, usually a Sunday, because you can see the dark purple here, this is like a heat map for when my audience is on YouTube. And you can see loads of my subscribers are usually on a Sunday. But I just want to get the short out so I can help out this recent vid, which unfortunately it hasn't really moved since the last update I gave. It's still an 8 out of 10. But again, it's only been 4 days. And like I said, this bottom video here that was a 10 out of 10 has massively improved. How's that doing? Yeah, 3.8k views. So as you can see, it started really poorly and it's gradually just got better and better and better, and then gone above my average views because it's ranked on search. As you can see here, the YouTube search, 30% of it is coming from search. Quite a lot from an end screen actually. As you can see, last 48 hours, it's still getting me views completely passively. And I uploaded this 3rd of June, so it's been a fair couple months now. So yeah, want to improve this video somehow. The way I'm doing it is through this YouTube short, fingers crossed. To be honest, I don't really expect this short to do well because like that is not going to rank on search anywhere. But we'll see, because it might do well on the YouTube short feed. But as for now, I need to get ready and leave and drive to go help out at my work Christmas party. Incoming a nice 2-hour drive. A little tip for you lot when you're driving a lot or doing long distance journeys, instead of listening to music, listen to a podcast. I know some of my mates do this and they've said the same thing to me, and ever since I've done it, I just found it a much more beneficial use of my time. So yeah, I'm going to whack on a podcast for the next 2 hours and hopefully the journey will be quite quick.
Because of this guest that I had on my show, and like, you know, I meet subscribers and stuff.
Life's so short. Fuck.
Right, I've just finished up there. It's now just gone 7 and I'm going to check in for the second hotel for the week in Luton. I need to also eat. Luckily, I was given a lot of food. As you can see, I've got some sandwiches left over from the Christmas party. So it looks like I don't need to buy dinner tonight. Can I go, Briv? Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I'm walking here. Get out of here. I've just checked into a car park in the town centre. Been going around this car park for like 20 minutes. Finally got a spot, but I'm not leaving anything in this car. The car won't even probably be here by morning. Another day, another hotel. Let's have a look at what this one is gonna be like. Oh, it's a big door. Okay. Oh, you tell you what. First impressions. You know what? This ain't that bad. Okay, we've got a single bed. I mean, I'm used to a single bed because I got a single bed back home. Nice bit of a desk. Yeah, definitely use that. Working on that late tonight. Big old 2 mirrors if you need it. Oh, there's a TV here. I didn't even clock that. I mean, it's not really... I guess I could lay here and watch it, but it's a bit of an awkward angle unless does this come out. What's the view saying? Oh, we've got a lovely view. Look at that. Town centre of Luton. Beautiful, eh? No, I'm only joking. Tell you what, we've even got an iron and an ironing board and a hairdryer. Safe. What's the bathroom like? We've actually got a bath. Now, this hotel is only £10 extra than what we stayed at in the week in that city hotel. And it's about 10-minute walk from here, and this is loads better. Tonight I could sleep here looking at this view of the town centre. I feel like I'm in Gotham. It pretty much is Gotham. I feel like Batman right now, just looking down on the city, looking for crime. To be honest, I'm probably going to be able to spot a fair bit here. There you go, this is the Christmas tree, town centre. Of course, there's a police car. For 60 quid, not even a bad view. Definitely prefer this between the two hotels, that's for sure. And to top it off, I've got a free coffee machine downstairs, and I've got breakfast included. Not gonna lie, this weather doesn't look too great. We just found out the place we were going to, which is Winter Wonderland, is shut. Because of the storm, so I'm waiting on a response to see what the other boys are doing because they're currently back in Norwich. Obviously they've got their train ticket to London, but they've just come back from Tenerife from the sound of it, so like early hours of the morning. We'll wait to see what they want to do. We might still go into London, but then it's like, what do we do? Because it's a storm. But anyway, in the meantime, I need to get up because I've got breakfast. Alright, I'm now heading out to get the train to London. I haven't bought a ticket, but I've had a look and it looked quite cheap anyway. Not gonna lie, as for that breakfast this morning, I thought it was alright. To be honest, I didn't really care about that because all I needed was a coffee. Cheers. Like I said, Winter Wonderland is shut, so we're gonna have to think of another plan for a content day. But to be honest, knowing us, we can make vids from absolutely anything. This is behind the scenes of George Buckley's TikTok. Welcome to YouTube, mate. Yeah.
Very nicely decorated.
Yeah.
We're now in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
We've got trucks behind us.
Yeah.
As in the wind,
We're now going to Chinatown to find something completely crazy to eat. This is what it's come to. 4 blokes instead of pints. We've got hot chocolates with a bit of cream and marshmallows. But one twist, there's vodka in it. I recommend it, but not for the price.
The only problem is it's £9.50. So if you've got the money to take out half a loan, I'd highly recommend it. If not, that's
yeah. Yeah. What's saying, bro? Is it good?
it's got me a bad time, Rob. Got a mouthful of it.
Bruv.
So good, look at that.
Oh, mate, that looks jank.
How does that look jank?
Look at it. Nah, it looks alright. What is it, mate? Tell the viewers what it is.
Slow roasted pulled duck, crispy brie and bacon, pig and stuffing and cranberry bacon jam. And I tell you what,
cheers for that, mate.
I definitely recommend it. South Bank, come now. Now.
Alright then. Whoa! Get out. It's going to carry the logs.
Let me load her up, Oh, it's an S3. Ask chat GPT if George should drink. It says, does George want to drink?
We're going with it, yeah?
We're going yes or no. Yes. Yes, if George wants to drink.
Double YouTube video.
It is.
Baby.
Double YouTube.
It is. It is. Wow.
Son.
Oh, that's quite sweet. That's
nice,
very
isn't it?
sweet. Yeah. I can't taste any alcohol. which is probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like juice. Yeah.
It is
You're
like
right,
juice,
it's that hot chocolate vodka that's gone to my head.
That you had like 5 hours ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gonna get one?
Well, not for that price.
I was there in April as well. I was there in March and April.
Like here and there, and I was like, oh, I get excited, I don't know what to do.
So it's a mulled wine with a shot of Austrian rum inside. We then put an orange on the top, sugar, stronger rum, cinnamon, and we set it on fire. So they'll be ready over there for you. Feel free to take some videos.
Thank you very much.
Out here, South Bank. Look what's behind me. Big old wheel. Don't know the name of it. But nice view, isn't it?
Got a pint, brother.
Yeah.
Sam with grill in my hand, I'm a happy man.
Cheers.
We've just been dancing in there. There's some very, very sexy
Oh, okay.
Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Up here for thinking, down there for dancing and all that, you know the vibes. Good.
Yeah, you're right.
Chapman goes good.
And the thinness of it.
Right, it's now midnight and I've got a 2-hour journey all the way back to Norwich. And I'm definitely going to need to stop off for a coffee on the way back because that is going to be long. But I need to get through this parking charge first because this car's been in this car park for over 24 hours. I'm just glad that the tyres haven't been slashed. But yeah, I need to head off because I've got an assignment due in under 24 hours. And I've literally done none of it. Tomorrow is going to be a very fun day, cramming my assignment in and getting that in. I don't know what's going on here, but it's saying only £1.80. Yeah, £1.80. Well, that's the result then. I think that's definitely messed it up, but, oh, well, I'll take it. I've just made it back. It's gone 3 in the morning as planned, but I had to make that quick stop at Mackey's because I was feeling it behind the wheel. But it's so windy still. Don't know if you can hear out here if I open the door. So windy. I've literally just got to firm this. Right, sort all this out in a minute. Sort out in the morning, but I say the morning. It is the morning. Oh, this is peak. Hello, Mum. As in on the Ring doorbell. Let's see if this cat is going to say hello. You alright, mate? What's up, cuz? What? What? You gonna roll over me, bruv? Yeah, that's right. This cat won't leave me alone now. Yeah, you're gonna follow me, right. Looks like I'm gonna get no sleep just because of this cat. Well, it's now Sunday, the final day of this video, and it looks like I'm going to spend all of it doing my assignment, which I need to crack on and do right now. Obviously, I clearly don't want to be doing it, but I've got no choice because it's due tonight. And I've done hardly any of it. On a Sunday anyway, I'd typically be spending it indoors because usually what I do on a Sunday is make YouTube videos and just edit all day because Sunday's also the best day to post on social media. But I can't this week because obviously the assignment, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice any work I do on YouTube this week, unfortunately, but I'll have to wait until next weekend to do that. And then the following weekend, I've got an assignment due again, so I'm alternating weeks at the moment in terms of what I spend my time doing at weekends. But I got quite a lot of content yesterday. I'm going to use some of that for YouTube Shorts, and then I also vlogged a fair amount for this video. So, and also the person we met also does content, and it's the first time I met him, so good bit of networking yesterday as well. Quite a productive week so far, but I need to sort this assignment to finish off this week. And then we go again on Monday, first thing, working once again. Not gonna lie, I really cannot be bothered to do this. I'm already racing against the clock because it's 2:15 and this is due at 1 minute to midnight. I've made a solid start, if you can call that a solid start. This assignment is only 1.2k words, it's not so bad. And the lecturer's actually done us a solid by breaking it down for the word count per section of the assignment. So yeah, I'm racing against the clock a little bit, but I just need to log in and just basically pattern this up. Otherwise, I will get a fat 0 on this. And so far, my degree, somehow I'm averaging a first, but then again, everyone is, so it's kind of expected that everyone gets the first, so can't let the others down and be the only one that doesn't. I just hope by about at least 8 o'clock tonight, I've got the bulk of this done, and I just need to make the final adjustments. But we'll see. Okay, it's now just gone 9 o'clock, and going off the word count, I'm 60 words away with 3 hours to go before the deadline. So I'm pretty much there. I managed to grind it out for most of the day. So with a little bit more, I'm glad that I can go ahead and submit this. But I haven't really left this chair, which isn't anything abnormal, because unless I'm traveling, I sit here all weekends anyway. I was just getting a bit sidetracked and having a look at my YouTube stats, just because I like to stay in the loop with the channel. And this is what it's saying for the past 365 days. Now, of the date of this recording, it's currently the 8th of December 2024, but this is like a day behind. So these are the stats for this year so far. Now, considering everything you've seen in this video, that I'm not even full-time, I'd happily take this, to be honest, but obviously, I want to completely up the levels, so we'll see what that'll look like in a couple of years' time. But yeah, 2 million views. And I think this is pretty mad. And in terms of reach, we've got 20 million impressions just from long-form videos. That's not even shorts, because I go on shorts. So yeah, an extra nearly million views just coming in there from shorts. But yeah, this impressions, a lot of this was down to a couple videos, but if we compare it to last year, for example, so this is 2024. So far, we've still got a bit of time to make up. We've probably got a whole month left of 2024. So this will only go up. But compare this to last year, so much better. 500,000 views compared to 1.2 million views. And overall, 2024, 1.9 million views with shorts included, compared to 2023 with 600k. So that's what we're looking at there compared to this year. We just need to get more subs. We got the same amount of subs, but it doesn't matter because you earn off the views, but I want to grow the channel. So that leads on very nicely. So if you are still watching this, please subscribe. That sounds like I'm begging. Anyway, this has been a very raw week in the life of me at the moment, working as a third-year degree apprentice, whilst also trying to run this YouTube channel and go gym and anything else that I do. So as that as a wrap on this video, for now, I'm going to get back to this assignment. But let me know down in the comments if you did like this type of video. And of course, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. In a bit.